Everyone who wants to play in India has realized they need to play with me.
Hi, I'm Anjali Rao on board the private jet of Indian billionaire Vijay Mallya as he invites us inside his lavish yet hectic life. He's dubbed the King of Good Times. The billionaire tycoon casts a long shadow in India with high-profile launches and lavish parties. Vijay Mallya inherited an empire of different businesses at the tender age of 27, streamlining the operation and founding the Kingfisher brand. Today, his holding company, United Breweries, is worth $5 billion. Internationally, he's best known for his beer and spirits companies, recently buying whiskey makers White and Mackay, but is expanding his aviation business fast. He launched the airline in 2005 and is already looking to move into long haul with an order of 5 Airbus A380 Super Jumbos. We meet soon after he acquired Air Deccan, India's first budget carrier. Our journey begins aboard his private jet as he shuttles between meetings.
Welcome to my home.
Thank you.
My apartment.
Home away from home. The next part of our journey takes us into the heart of Kingfisher territory. The coastal state of Goa at the height of the monsoon season. Kingfisher say 90% of the beer sold here is theirs. And it's the location of Mallya's seaside retreat.
Okay.
Where are we off to?
Back of our limousine.
Oh, it's delightful. How much work does it take to maintain all of this?
It takes a fair amount of work considering the lawns are so extensive. But fortunately, there are a lot of people in India who need jobs. And so I look at it as being a good opportunity to provide employment.
So peaceful and so tranquil. This must be a real sanctuary for you to come to.
Yeah, it's nice. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and Goa is beautiful. But what's nice is that inside the property, of course, you have this tranquility and relaxation. And if you get out of the gate, that's when all the sort of Goan actions start.
Right.
And Goa is a fun place. The Goans are fun people.
Do you ever bother going to discotheques and bars here? Because you've got all that back at the pad.
Yes, I do, but it's nice to get out sometimes. The only trouble I have getting out and going out is the security. So,
right.
You have armed police and stuff like that.
So would you look at that? It's another pool. How many pools do you have in this place?
This is the pool where we play some water basketball and have some fun, and it's all part of the Goan experience.
Wow, look at this. Oh, this is stunning. You could just have a party out here, right? And
I do.
Nobody would have to go and traipse into the house.
No, the New Year's party typically sort of has different groups, and this is a very popular place. So there's one group that sort of hangs out here because there's one bar there, another bar there, another bar down there, and yet another there. So you have these groups form, and then of course there's a big dance floor in the middle which also serves as a helipad.
Of course. I was going to ask where your helipad was. So, Vijay, apparently you once said that you wanted this house to make people go weak at the knees. Tell us a little bit about it. I'm definitely feeling shaky and it's nothing to do with these heels.
No, actually, this house has a lot of history to it, a lot of sentiment. When my father passed away in 1983, my grandmother was very distraught. That's the first time that I was told that our family temple was actually here in Goa. It was about 7 years ago that the chief priest of our temple here in Goa contacted me through my office and said that the deity that we worship as a family somehow wasn't pleased with me. Difficult for Westerners to believe this, and he came to Bangalore and said something very interesting. He says, "You were supposed to build your family home in Goa, which you haven't done." Having a family home is very sacred, very sacrosanct in our culture. This is probably the only property here in Goa that stretches from the main road all the way to the beach, and that explains why it's so long. It had to be oriented this way.
It is quite something. It's, I've seen some opulence in my time doing this gig. How much of a hand did you have in designing this place?
No decorators at all. Did it all myself.
You're kidding?
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about opulence, all these are absolutely priceless Tanjore paintings.
Wow.
Which are antiques, and that's actual gold leaf, hundreds of years old.
That's beautiful.
Actually, I bought these in South India and have been collecting these for many years. And so when I designed this big hall, the proportions were decided by the art.
Just round here, I noticed earlier that there's a picture of your father. How important are his teachings to you today?
And I respect him for his shrewdness. I remember in 1977 when Morarji Desai was Prime Minister of India, he advocated prohibition for the whole of India. And obviously the values of all liquor companies and breweries collapsed. My father actually went out and acquired these companies at pretty cheap values, which propelled UB into being a significant player in the industry. So he bucked the trend and had the guts and the foresight to buck the trend. I remember having asked him why he was doing it, and he said, "The government revenue depends too much upon this industry, particularly at the state level, and we are very large contributors. So prohibition has never succeeded anywhere in the world, not even in the United States. It's not going to succeed in India, and so I'm going to decide to grab the opportunity when I can." So I guess a bit of the sort of confidence that I have to take businesses stems from his example.
Over here, we have what cannot be ignored, the drum kit. How often do you get a chance to practice and, really to play with any of the huge array of toys that you have?
Whenever I'm here, I really sort of do what I want to do. And if I feel like playing the drums, I play the drums. If I want to play a bit of pool, I play pool. If I want to swim, I swim. It's kind of totally chilled out. But I have my office there, fully staffed, opposite the discotheque, where smaller parties take place.
Two others watching this